Hello everybody, welcome to FPL Galaxy, your galaxy of FPL content for the 2021-22 season. My name is Gordon and I would just like you to join me on my journey of FPL so far. Yes, I'm starting these videos mid-season and this video is being recorded right. As you all know, Gameweek 22 is a double game week. And I would just love to share with you some team strategies, team selection, and what thoughts I have about the captaincy. So I'll just first of all start with the Game Week 21 review and see how things went, and then we can start from there. So for those that are new to this channel, please do subscribe, like, and share this channel. Definitely your support is going to go a long way for me, as I am going into this experience first time. This is my fourth season in FPL. Of course, this being the second most serious season, as I would like to see how this would go. So definitely you guys are going to be helpful in my journey, as I would love to share my FPL experience so far. My current rank is 528,294. This rank has risen from 2.9 million 12 game weeks ago to this. So I'm in the top 500k. I wish I was top 5k. Definitely that would be something to aim for next season, or most likely this season. As you know, things do change quickly in FPL, especially this season when you get to have so many things changing here and there. So we're going to start from the last game week that just ended, that is Game Week 21. There were so many things happening in Game Week 21, a number of upsets here and there, which you most definitely expect in FPL to happen. So I'm going to start with my team review, how my team did, what happened, lessons learned, and so then we can continue from there. So in goal, I had Pickford, Everton definitely had the double game week. The Pickford picking up 1 point there only, as of course their second game, which they were supposed to have, was cancelled. So Leicester didn't have a proper players, weren't enough, and so they couldn't. Senior players weren't enough, and so they couldn't make a team. So they asked for a postponement, which they were granted. So unfortunately for us, we had to lose that second game. So Pickford there only collected 1 point from the first game that they had played. The defense had Emerson Royale, who was brilliant. He walked in a number of crosses there, so that translated into bonus points. They had a clean sheet, and so here we see they didn't have a clean sheet rather, but what they did have, they did have a clean sheet. Sorry, pardon me guys, they did have a clean sheet, and that's where we see those points coming from. These were points from a clean sheet and 2 bonus points. So they played against Watford, and the only goal was scored by Sanchez, another defender. So for those that had Sanchez, definitely you had that haul of points. So Emerson Royale had those clean sheet points and the bonus points, definitely. Then Kian, somebody that I expected, that I thought would have a chance at the second game against Leicester. Unfortunately, that game was cancelled, and so the only points that I got was from the previous game. So I only got a point from match was Cancelo. Their match was a tight one. I expected that to happen. As you know, Arsenal have been brilliant this season. They have been putting in those upsetting goals. You don't expect any team that is playing Arsenal, you really don't expect them to keep a clean sheet as it were before. Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli, and the likes of Smith Rowe to score at any point. So definitely when a team is playing against Arsenal, you don't definitely expect an assist from them, or rather a clean sheet from them. But you see that, of course, that's why I had to remove Ederson, because Ederson was my preferred goalkeeper prior to this game, but I had to remove him. I had to remove him in this game week because I expected Arsenal to do some kind of upset like they did against Man City. A tight match it was, and so that is what happened. Cancelo gave me 2 points only. Then Trent Alexander-Arnold came off the bench because I had Foden on the pitch, so he was the first bench player there, and so he came into my team and gave me 4 points, satisfying 4 points and assist against Chelsea there. And so game midfield there had Ben Rama. Unfortunately, the second game he had to go away to the Africa Cup of Nations where he's playing currently, and then from him only, it's comfortable with that. From him only. Then Song also got an assist in that. Watford. He's the one that assisted Sanchez. Watford. He's the one that assisted Sanchez. Then Damari Gray, like I mentioned, unfortunately they didn't play their second match as it was postponed, and only got those 2 points from the minutes that he had played. Bowen has been the shining star of West Ham recently. We see he's in the form of his life. The first game he had an assist only, but second game he scored the only two goals of that match, West Ham versus Norwich. A high-flying match that was, and Bowen whooped in those goals and got the full bonus points. So Bowen gave us 21 points. For those that did not captain him, they got 21. And those that captained 42, as you're able to see there. That was a major boost to ranking for most people. Antonio was brilliant in the first match. In the second match he struggled here and there, but we see him getting 9 points overall, which of course is acceptable considering the points that are from the others. Of course, like I mentioned, there are lessons that have been learnt in here, so we need to make better decisions next time. Kane unfortunately didn't manage to find the goal, so we only got 2 points from him. Wildcard team. So this is my wildcard team. I decided to wildcard in Gameweek 21 for reasons that I don't really know, or rather I don't think of any better time to wildcard than now, when I had to remove Chelsea players, the congested Chelsea players that I had, because I had 3 Chelsea players in my team, and so I wanted to reshape my team, remove Chelsea players in my team, have an Arsenal defender, have a Tottenham defender in my team, and then be able to change a little bit of things in my midfield, remove Salah since he was going away to AFCON, and so that required a complete change. Cancelo there, so different because I still had Cancelo there and Trent, who have been brilliant all season. So I never thought of a better time to use the wildcard than this game week, and I'm happy that it has paid off. I got a satisfying 83 points, which could have been more had Everton played the match they got postponed against Leicester. And so on the defense there, the defensive prowess that Arsenal have shown this season. So Tierney is somebody I've brought in because of his attacking threat. Broya has been brilliant. You can see him scoring almost every game week, and this is something that we have to pay a very close eye on. So if you are considering to bench Broya, be rest assured that the chances of you being disappointed or being punished are quite high because of what he's putting in those games. Yeah, so this has been Game Week 21, and this is what happened in Game Week 21. Some of the things that you have to look forward to. For those that had so far, he got an assist and a clean sheet in the second match, and so he got 12 points there in total, considering that he got a point in the previous match. So people that had so far were celebrating, and those are the some of the lessons that I took in this game week. Not to congest so many players from one team, but you never know these things because it's FPL and everything, and then not have convince yourself too much about things that you do not have control over, like postponements, and so just have to take a holistic view towards the decisions that you make. So now let's see in the team selection for game week 22, which is a double game week. 8 teams have got double game weeks, and so we want to see from those 8 teams which players are we going for, which players have I gone for. So this is my draft. I've hit the free hit chip. I'm remaining with one, so this is the first one I'm using, and so this is what I'm going for. In goal, I've gone with De Gea, who is playing Aston Villa away and Brentford away. Man U haven't been scoring so much, but haven't been conceding so much either. So De Gea is somebody worth mentioning, and is like the top contender amongst goalkeepers, because De Gea has been in the form of his season, this season, because we see that he's putting in those saves, brilliant saves he has put in this season. And when you're watching De Gea, you can see that he's amongst the few Manchester United players who are showing the desire to play, and that is good for us because he has got that desire to make those saves, and that translates into FPL points. So hopefully we can have one clean sheet or two. That would be great. So that's why De Gea is in there, but we're going to expect and hope for those save points. Then the second defender there from Manchester United, which is Varane. Hopefully, if we have one clean sheet from this match, we can expect proper points from Varane and De Gea. So that is why I have Varane there to cover for the defense from Man U, because they've got favorable fixtures which they would easily have a clean sheet from. Then the second person there that I have, the second player, is Alonso, who is facing Manchester City and Brighton. Alonso has got an attacking mindset. As we've seen throughout the season, Alonso has been attacking. He's finding himself in the box and putting in those crosses. So if there's somebody worth putting from that Chelsea team in this event where you have James injured and Chilwell out through the season, Alonso is somebody worth considering to put in this match. Definitely this is not going to be an easy match, as Man City have got one of the best strikers or one of the best attackers there in the game, and so this isn't going to be an easy match. But if there's somebody who can put in some attacking return from Chelsea, is one of them, and possibly if they can be a clean sheet from any one of those matches, definitely we're going to have a number of points there. Emerson Royal has been brilliant. He's been attacking and he's been putting in those crosses, something that we as FPL managers like. The Arsenal fullback, so definitely the Arsenal match ain't gonna be easy, as we expect anything to happen from there. But should this go a goalless, it will definitely be a plus for us. And the Leicester game also, there you expect some goals, and if assists come in, you expect those assists to come from either Emerson Royal or Reguilon. So some people might choose Reguilon over Emerson Royal, but I prefer Emerson Royal for this game week, and he's the one that I've actually selected in my team on the wildcard team that I made last week. Then the defense, in the absence of Song, I've gone for Lucas Moura to just have a cover in the Tottenham attack, so that anything that happens in that attack, most likely Lucas Moura might have a hand in that. He might have some goal or assist in there, and that is why I've included him in my team. Then Mount has been the shining light of the Chelsea attack. He's been quite consistent with those assists and the goals, and that is why I've included him in this game week. It's not gonna be an easy game week, but you expect the Man City game in. That is why I've included him. The Man City game ain't gonna be easy, most definitely. The Brighton game, we'll see included him in there just to see what kind of points I'm there, just to see what kind of points I'm there, just to see what kind of points we might get. Surprisingly, Bowen is the only player who has a single game week whom I've included in my team. Of course, not surprising at all because of the form that he's in. There are instances with a single game week who can even a player with a single game week who can even score higher than those with double game weeks. That is possible, and it has been seen in the past it happens, and that is why I've included Bowen in my team, because he's facing a leaky Leeds. So he's somebody who is going to your team because is the talisman of the West Ham team right now. When there are goals at West Ham, most likely you expect Bowen to be on the scoreline, either assisting or scoring the goals himself. Leicester, we need to take a very careful approach towards Leicester and the teams that Leicester is playing against, because of what happened there. The game that they were supposed to have with Everton was postponed, and so the problem that was at Leicester, we need to ask ourselves whether it has been sorted or not. So like I mentioned, this is a draft, anything can change. You just have to keep an open ear to any team news, and so we need to be quite vigilant this week because anything can change. And so Maddison there is somebody that I've put in season, putting in those goals and assists, and that Burnley match, and at Tottenham you expect proceed, and at Tottenham you expect anything to happen there. Front three, we've got King, the likes of Ronaldo and Dennis. Newcastle and Burnley both away for Watford. Watford are racing away from that relegation 3, and they definitely just have to win these two matches, and that is why scoring from either King and Dennis, crucial assists from the two, are going to be crucial for this game week. And that is why I have placed the armband on Dennis, because they just have to score. Somehow they need to score, and if you see goals from Watford, you definitely expect them to come from either King or Dennis, and that is why I've doubled up on the Watford boys. They've really been brilliant this season, especially Dennis, who has been scoring almost each and every game week. He's been a brilliant player this season. A wonderful FPL asset he's been to us. Value for points there. Cristiano Ronaldo has got an issue that needs to be sorted out, and hopefully this gets cleared by the time the deadline hits, because he's got a hip injury and is flagged at 75% chance of playing. He faces Aston Villa away and Brentford away. These are matches or teams that he can easily score against. As we know, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best players in the world, and he easily finds the net. So wouldn't sideline him, even if the Manchester United team as a whole ain't doing so well. But such teams he can easily score against. So let's see how this goes. Included Cristiano Ronaldo in that team. Then on bench, I've gone with Bashman, who faces Newcastle, and of course expect anything to happen from there. But of course, this is just a substitute player. We don't expect anything to happen to the goalkeeper in there, De Gea, unless if both matches get postponed, then we can rely on the substitute goalkeeper there. Jamari Gray is somebody I've put on the substitute because he faces Norwich, whom they might cause some damage. So if anything happens to a player in there who probably has maybe both games postponed, then I have Antonio Rudiger and Keane on the bench as well. So this is my team, and I thought of going with this formation for now. Hopefully nothing changes from here, because we are seeing a lot of these upsets happening this season, and each time we're making these changes, we're always thinking, what if this match gets postponed? And it has really been a lot of work this season. FPL, the Fantasy Premier League this season, has really been a lot of work for us managers, and so each game week you really need to think carefully, and you need to be sharp even in the choices and the transfers that you make. So guys, this has been Gordon, and welcome to my channel FPL Galaxy. Please, like I mentioned, I would really love your support. Please drop in your comments in the comment section, and would love to hear from you. Please do share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring the bell so that you can be receiving notifications to the channel each and every time I upload. And ciao, all the best guys. This double game week 20, the best in this double game week 22. Peace.